City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down, yeah.
I was born in the city, I was raised on its edges. My pop worked his life when its confines. I found love in its center. If I could live here forever, think it'd be for the better. I love the weather, even though it's fog 24/7. I love the people, this is city I met all my best friends. And I wanna thank every brick, I wanna thank every entrance to every building that I step in this city of mine. Oh, you most my best moments in life. See, I fell in love for the first time in Golden Gate Park. I saw my first rap show at Great American Hall. I used to beg my homies for a ride across the bridge to goof off and spend the whole damn day doing whatever we want. Keith drove us down to Ike's place while we'd roll up a blunt, and me and Jack would get stoned, walk around and get lost. Don't think I'll ever truly pay back all I was lucky to get just by walking through the city. No, I'm a small part of this.
City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down.
I never really had a place to call my own, so I travel and I roam till I find that. But I'm full of adventure, so I wander and I venture, and it's safe to say that really I don't mind that. I book a flight to try to figure where my mind's at, a spot where I don't spend no money, just some time at. I mix and mingle with the people till I learn a little. I brought some weed and baby, maybe we could burn a little. She said you're funny, I said no, I'm Xavier, then I left. Sun shining, birds chirping, let me take a breath. I'm headed to the city where my chance to make it best. Where people like to give a little, then you take the rest. I'm hoping one day maybe I can find a place to rest. I fell in love with life and wonder where it take me next. I like the hustle and bustle, I fell in love with the fashion. I feel the pulse of the city, it's moving me like a passion, and it's mine.
How I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine. How I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. Me and my hometown, baby, we go way back. All the situations, circumstances, still we don't mind. Steady going on, I dance around the street lights. Hey, I know every street sign, hanging around the block. Like if you are my friend, then you are welcome any moment. Yeah. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love this city of mine. It never gets me down.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I am. Hold on, wait. I just realized something. Hold on, people. Hold on. Hold on, Yes, I reconfigured the configs and forgot about this. Hello. Yeah. Anyway, that means everything is going to be off, but that's okay. We're going to have to change it every time, people. So what happened was, here, let me mute you and myself in the Discord so I don't drive Paul crazy. What happened was I reconfigured stuff and I went to go back to my old Camlink as opposed to this right here. This is the what is this thing called? The Game HD 60S, Game Capture HD 60X XXX. And although it's good because it has the pass-through, it does really dumb stuff, like a lot. And it was driving me crazy. So I attempted to, get rid of it. And now I just noticed. So I think what must have happened is last night, unbeknownst to me, is we had a blackout or something. Because the other thing that I'm noticing is that my camera isn't catching eye autofocus. Anyway, we're going to play today. Who cares? We getting it done. No matter what happens, it happens. This is the world we live in. Hey, now I wonder if it broke my other scene. Hold on. I'll be right there. 1 second. Yes, it did. Yes, Paul? Oh, okay. Yes. How's that, Mr. Paul? I'm over here getting yelled at by Paul in my ear. And Aubrey's hanging out in Discord. Okay, so listen, okay, we're going to do creator Q&A today, so you can ask your questions, whatever. If you are a member of the Drop Squad, it's actually easier for you to go ahead and pop into the Drop Lounge inside the Discord, and then we can answer your questions in there, because I will be able to do cool stuff like this if I didn't break this scene. Yes, I did. I broke all the dang scenes. What in the exact is going on up in this piece? Hold on 1 second. Discord. No, wrong computer. Hold on, gang. We're going to get it fixed out today somehow, some way. In the eyes, scan conveter. All right, let's do one of those. And then, select the Discord. And there it is. There is the Discord. All right, so let me put the Discord at the right size. Dun, dun, dun. And then just in case y'all guys need to say something, you can pop up in the Discord. Now, of course, it looks weird because I'm here, and I guess what I would do is like temporarily off the camera when I'm in there, but that's okay. We're just going to leave it doing weird stuff because it's just the easiest way to do it. But I could also just put like Paul as the front and center, and then you only see the weird stuff as the little one. There you go. There you go. All right, we're figuring out all the things here. What's happening, Mr. Richey? Good to see you here. First thing in the AM. Appreciate it, brother. Man, here we go. Here we go. Stripping over Tipsy Shop. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, you know, guys, I did want to, although we're doing a straight Q&A stuff, I like to bring a couple thoughts to the table. And this one has been chapping the old nads for a little bit because I'm about to go into my world tour. And when I go on the world tour, we're going to hear lots of people talking about lots of things. And when you get into a space with a bunch of creators, especially, I won't say older creators because it sounds like, age. Seasoned creators who've been creating for a long time, mixed with a bunch of the newer creators that come to conferences to learn, which you should. Conferences are a fantastic place to learn. One of the conversations that always comes up over and over and over again is this thing about the algorithm. And I just wanted to talk about that real quick because it turns out most of my Drop Squad people, they fully understand the algorithm is not a thing that you think it is. Okay. All it knows how to do for any platform is present the best content that they think will keep the viewers on the platform the longest. And if you want any proof of how an algorithm works, go on to, say, YouTube or Instagram. These are the two that I play with the most and probably the two I'm most familiar with. Pick something that's hyper far left from what you normally watch. I mean, really far left. Not like adjacent, not kind of adjacent, like hyper far left, okay? So, for instance, I am allergic to the gate of Maestro. And when I go to visit Paul, I'm going to have to take like a bath in Benadryl first and then go visit Paul, because the minute I even see Paul, even though Maestro might not be with him, I'll be like, oh, so Paul, you got a cat, huh? Like I'm really, really allergic to cats. So if I were to go onto YouTube right now and search for a video about grooming cats, Le Grand Chat, right? I hope I said that right, Renee. If I go look for a video about grooming cats, and if I let that video play for say a minute or two longer, I will see like 2 more in my feed the next time I go to the master page. When that means youtube.com, don't touch anything. I will see more cat videos, right? If I watch that video longer, instead of seeing 1 or 2 in that browse page, I will see probably like 5 of them. Now, if I interact with that bad boy, I will even see more. Now, here's where it gets crazy. After you watch a video that's hyper far removed from anything you normally watch, turn right around 20 minutes later and open up your Instagram app, and you will be presented with a similar content. I recently, and I was just reminded of this recently because I recently went to go show one of my friends something on YouTube, and all of a sudden my Instagram had similar content pop up. It's really, really crazy. Now, here's the funny thing. If I spend the next, actually, check this out. When I get to New York, when I get to Albany, and I'm with Luis, I'm going to be with Luis for damn near a month because we got some things popping on at the Ecamm headquarters. All the stuff that I watch is going to start popping up in his IG feed because we're in the same spot. The algorithm knows that we talk to each other a lot because of conversations we have with each other on our channels and Instagram and, you know, things like that. So yeah, if I start looking up ancient Mesopotamian underwater basket weaving, Luis will start getting that content too, because it assumes that we're similar, right? Both Puerto Ricans, both beard, both bald, both extremely sexy, right? It's just going to start sending him the same stuff I watch. People got to wrap their head around that, because if you know this is how this works, then you have to work on content becoming far more sticky, right? Not to coin a Drake phrase, you got to work on content being more sticky, right? So what does that mean? Okay. If I'm paying attention to my situation, I'm going to look at creators that are similar to me. YouTube tells you who they think is very similar to you. So go ahead, man. Matthew is about to mess me up. Matt, I can't speak a lick of French other than fries and things related to food. And so there's that. I'm going to start looking at content that people in my echelon, as you call it, sort of create. And I don't have to create the exact same thing that they create, but I'm going to see what content in my area is working by checking out the way the other people's stuff works and build my content in that style. For instance, if you know that, you know, let's see who's in my area down here. Gretchen's in my area down here on the Discord. Let me just let you guys see what's up to the Discord people. What's happening, Discord people? All right. So if I know that that's the situation, Gretchen is doing a lot with children's books, and she's dealing a lot with the artwork and stuff inside children's books. So I would go explore other creators who are creating similar content to Gretchen where they're talking about children's books. And what Gretchen is doing is reading these things and showing you the illustrations inside and just talking to her community about it in sort of a casual setting. But I've had this conversation with Gretchen, so I'm going to just snitch anyway. If she wants to grow, what she would need to do is then in turn go check out the reviews for children's books, because parents are looking for advice. If I'm going to turn my child into a reader, I want to know what children's books will work the best and work on the values that I'm attempting to instill into my children. So if I was searching the internet and I seen random mom, ex-librarian, retired school teacher, works specifically with kids and kids of special needs, hashtag Gretchen Shepherd, family. I'm whatever she said read, I'm reading. I'm like, come here, little children, sit down. Let Uncle tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was 3 bears. There was a Renee bear and a Matt bear and a Paul bear. So, I would just I would follow her recommendations because she has the best credentials out there. But if you do that and you know that, you start working with that, but also she's also a mom, right? So knowing that's what the people are working for, if I'm her, I'm creating content that does a couple things. I'm going to hit the fact side of it first. I take that back. I retract that statement, ignore it, erase from your brain this Men in Black, okay? All right. I'm going to hit the feeling side of it first. And then I'm going to come in and hit the fact side of it second, and during the whole time, try to make sure that it's fun and engaging and exciting. That will grow her content extremely quickly. That's any of you guys. Any of you guys, if you look at what's going on in your echelon, you'll find out that the comment feed for all of these kin folks, and I did want to put Renee's comment up before we forget. I'll come back and read it in a second. If you look in the comment feed of any of your guys' sort of creative space, you will see that all of these people, their questions are coming from a feelings-based perspective, which is hard for me. I ain't got no damn feelings. I'm a fact-based cat. I am hardcore facts-based. I cannot stand people that work off of feelings because feelings ain't facts. But I realize that statistically, a little over 60% of the population is strongly driven by emotions and feelings. And most people, I'm going to say this in the most mean way possible, deal with it what you will. Most people are not smart enough to know that feelings and emotions are completely different things because it doesn't get taught properly in our schools. It's not their fault. But most people don't understand emotions and feelings are completely separate. But knowing that over 60% of the population works off of feelings and emotions, I'm going to say I've been screwing up because I've been working a lot of my content off of facts because that's just me. I'm a facts-based character. So there's only about 20% of us that, little more than 20%, that work off the facts-based stuff, right? Us hardcore, rice is rice, facts are facts type of people, right? The robotic of us, myself, Alec would be one of me. Renee's right there with me. All of us nerds, we're sort of more facts and evidence based. And then the last are the people that are going to just try anything, do anything, just like go, go, go. They're just like unstoppable. They're probably the best in the game, right? Because as facts-based people will ignore things that we should be doing based off of the other people around us emotions, and the emotion-based people will ignore all the things they should be doing because the facts doesn't matter. They're going off their drive. Whereas the last people, the people that kind of just go, test, move, adjust, the fun people, they're the best. They're the top of the food chain, honestly. So knowing that's how people do their content, present your content in that manner. If you're going to change it up, present it from the emotion stuff first. That's hard for me to say because I am super anti-emotions. I wish everybody would learn to follow facts because, again, science, bro. It got nothing to do with your damn feelings. Gravity don't care about your feelings. And if you go and you look at the industries that are the most full of crap but the most banging, supplements, straight emotions, right? Makeup, male and female, male pattern baldness or, wrinkle removing cream, aging BS, weight loss BS. It's all just twerking folks' emotions. Every single one of them. All right, let me get in some comments and then I'm going to come back to this. All right, so Renee said, Discovery homepage recs are based on your watch history, the performance of the video, and what people similar watch histories watch that you haven't. Exactly. That's what I was trying to say. He said it so much better. Man, I got to work on my Canadian. Man, everybody's saying hi. This is why I put Missy Mouse Toothbrush song on my YouTube in incognito mode. Because my kids use Mickey to sister brush it. Yes, there you go. Because definitely I have gone back to my channel after my niece or mother-in-law have had access to my TV and all my recs are off. I'm getting like Japanese drama, love story dramas because Bob's is watching my channel. So I had to give her her own channel on the thing. It's kind of funny. Oh, I did get this. I'm sorry. I got to go back real quick because Dragon, my man, came through and dropped the super chat, but I was busy yakking. He said, dun, 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 super chat. When I was abroad, when you did the Canva workshop, couldn't send a super chat then. Thank you. Mahalo, brother. I appreciate you. And then, yes, Matthew wanted to remind you guys to smash these like buttons. I have your question, Albert. I will get to you in a second. Let me just catching up. And we see people asking each other questions. If you have home automation, if you have home rush, Allegra or Smoogie, man, okay, Artist Haven, let me help you out here. I'm going to be nice. I'm a facts-based individual. Please excuse me if this comes off course. The machine does not know how to listen to you. That is not how it works. It is not how it works. I promise you, it's not how it works. It is scary because we set ourselves up for this. And the explanation is longer than it needs to be, but I just want you to imagine one thing. This is what I try to do to belay my friend, and they still don't believe me, so it's okay if you take this in one ear and throw it out the other. I understand the perception that they're listening to you, but if you own a Rodecaster Pro or any small recorder, like the old Olympus, pencil stick thing, like, hey, I want to remind myself when I get back to the thing that, those recorders like that. A 64 gig one of those things will hold like a little more than an hour and a half, 2 hours of good quality audio where it's discernible for text to speech. So first of all, in order for that to work, it would have to do some text to speech calculation. Okay? Speech to text calculation the other way. The other thing is there are 8 billion of us. Okay? The amount of data that would have to be calculated, processed, saved, served, and regenerated in order to do what everyone thinks is doing, because our schools are really bad at teaching tech and very good at teaching you to be scared. I understand why people think it's listening to you. It's not. As you surf the web, if you want to make it stop, all you need to do is 2 things. Firefox Focus on your phone as your browser instead of any other browser. On your home computer, go to Firefox and put the focus mode on, and then look at an application like Ghostery or one of its friends. What they do is they block all the web tracking information. It's not just the cookies. Everyone thinks it's just the cookies. There are things that are known as web trackers. And the minute a web tracker grabs you, you have dished out sometimes 1,100 points of information about yourself. I mean, tiny little points of information that you have built as you drag these cookies all around the web, right? As you drag these little morsels all around the web. So that's why when you go to another platform, it knows what to present to you, which is why the people that put themselves in closed loop thinking, they get stuck in there really hard because nothing else is able to get fed in because the algos are smart. That's how they keep you on the platform. If I know that you're a conspiracy theory about the inflate gate, Tom Brady, you cheating bitch, I'm going to keep showing you Tom Brady's a cheating bitch videos. Raider Nation. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And oh God, Renee's really messing me up. But yeah, I did a whole podcast on that before. If you really want to know, I'll explain it to you in deeper detail. But basically, it would be impossible, not at this moment in time, with the computers that are available and the storage amounts that are available. It'd be really hard for any of these companies to collect all of your audio data, process it, and then use it to fornicate you. Yeah, there you go. Okay, good. Thank you, Paul. Paul with the info in there. People seem to care about others' credential and think they know better themselves about everything just because they have Google. True story, Melanie. True story. Hey, what's up, girl? Good to see you, Hannity, and the family. Boom, 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 boom. It's a fact that people trip off the fields. Yes, this is true. I know now why you cry. because it's something I could never do. Fully understandable. Fully understandable. Okay. That's why I like Cleo Abrams and Johnny Harris. They work on facts and present them in a way that make you feel. Okay. See, that's good. That's good. And trust me, why I'm having all of these brain farts, because I just finished Severance, and that thing put me on a long trip of like, processing the thoughts and stuff. Here's a good question. Walter, please do the cute thing the next time, but I like this question. What are 3 things you learned from your days as a hip-hop DJ and to help you become a better live streamer in today's time? Simple. Number 1, I know how to work a crowd. I know how to read a crowd. My crew and I, we have a terminology we like to call read the room. I realize in live stream just comments and section, there are people that are really bad at reading the room. And one thing that I can definitely say I learned as a DJ is learning how to read the room. I also learned how to play the hits in a fashion where, okay, let me fix what I'm trying to say, because this is going to make sense and DJs will know what I mean. If this is a new song and I want you to like this new song, the way I set up a new song, play a hit, sneak in a new song, play a hit, sandwich it between hits. And then it's a in-kind mental connection. See, I just said this. I'm all about the facts, but yet I was manipulating brain cells in my whole DJ career. You always stick the new song in between 2 absolute bangers. It's called sandwiching. And that makes people attach their thoughts to this song must be a banger because there was banger, banger, here comes this thing, banger, banger. And then your brain just connects that. And then the next 2 weeks, everybody's coming up asking for the new song that you just broke. If you were gonna broke your own music, you always stuck it between killers. So, man, good thing. So that's 2, read the room, sandwich the stuff. So in your content, feed the algorithm, make what you want to make, feed the algorithm. There you go. See, if sometimes everybody's, I want to make what I want to make. Melanie, I know she's here, and I love you, Melanie, but you know I'm going to tease you every time. Melanie is, I'm going to make what I want to make person. And I would say the more successful way to do that. Now, again, you got to do what you want to do because it's your channel, you think. I say the channel belongs to your audience, right? I say that like an Audi. The channel belongs to your audience. So give the audience, do what you feel like, give the audience. That would be a creator's way of reversing what I just said, right? And then the last one is just, hey, take requests, man. All these DJs that talk about they don't take requests, they need to be punched in the nuts. Like, your audience is your audience. Take the request, damn it. Listening requires too much battery and too obvious. Their behavioral profile prediction models are way better. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, which is actually low-key scarier. Yes, and this is what it is, Renee, because humans are very predictable. So it's easier to work off the predictions than it is to try to listen to all of the stuff that everyone thinks that they're doing. And it's so brilliant. Mr. Ross, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I ask questions to Allegra a lot. Oh my God, I just remembered I was watching something yesterday and I was watching Loot on Apple TV and they used I don't have one down here. They used the A word a lot in that show and she kept answering stuff. So I thought that was funny. Anyway, and then I see related things in my web experience without doing any other searches. Yeah, it's not, but that's what it does. It's funny. It's super funny. It's hard to explain it, but it's super funny. I use a specific tablet assigned just for learning tech and streaming, enjoying and the algorithm. Okay, that's a smart way to do it. Do it on certain devices. Actually, that's another thing you could do. I have a different account on YouTube if I want to search something that's really, really crazy and I don't want to mess up my stuff. Yes. Yes. Don't tell anybody, Matt. I'm not going to throw any spoilers. Man, I was just telling myself I need to go back and rewatch the whole Terminator experience again. Boom. Dang. Eileen started back in 1977. Boom. Yeah, back then nobody had their own music to plug. True story. I I know it, Mel. Mel, I cover you, fam. I feel you. I understand your game. We love you no matter what. Chris Evans can make Avengers and get off the Avengers box office pay and then choose to make art house joints like Knives Out. Exactly. But he won't get Avengers box office pay for it. Exactly. Check this out. Any smart creator, right? We talked about this recently. The next album from Post Malone will be very deep, very thought, and very art forward. Post did Radio Box, right? Albums already. The next album will be his deeper, more creative stuff. That guy is secretly brilliant, but we only know him as the class clown from the first couple of albums. If you listen to the lyrics in any of the first two albums, you can tell the kid has depth. He has a lot of pain and crap he's trying to get out. I'm going to go on record to say I think he's closeted and that's bothering him. I'm going to go on record to say that. I'm going to check some of my other friends, G-Dar, and see what they think. But I think Post is closeted, and his third album is going to let out what's really inside of him. Something in there he's dying to get out, but he had to make the commercial properties first. Even Billy's last album is mostly art. She did the commercial stuff first. The next one is straight art, right? And so you see that. Great artists do this. The ones that don't, they try to make a banger and go, no, but I'm creative. And they do their creative album and they're flops. Like flops hard. If everybody thought Prince was creative, if you're unfamiliar, go listen to the Black Album and then you'll see what I'm talking about. That's where Prince brought out his greatest stuff. Almost nobody knows about tracks off the Black Album because it was his secret like art project. So Renee is correct. ILM, Industrial Light and Magic, Eileen. Basically special effects house that makes all the dope special effects. Okay, so we caught it up. We caught it up with all of them questions. So again, my advice for you guys, especially you guys that are out here growing the grow, right? Look at what you've created so far and dig into your stuff. Look at the content that you've done the best with. My guess, the content that you've done the best with has probably touched more on some of that feelings, emotions, vibes than you think. It's funny because, okay, Renee just dropped a glorious piece. And here's why I find this funny, because Renee just dropped a glorious piece about the trouble with tech reviewers today. And it wasn't fact-based because I know Renee, that's what he was going for. But it hit the emotions of some of these tech reviewers. Now, if you're a tech reviewer, you know you can't come out and call out Rene Ritchie because he's, pretty high up the chain. That's like, calling out Sergio Garcia being like he can't golf because we haven't heard his name in a minute. Nah, man, Sergio will light your ass up on the back nine. So I watched one of the people who create the freaking trash baity ass videos come right back and make a video like, yeah, it turns out that the tech reviewer space is getting a little muddy and blah, 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 blah. Not only did he make that video basically calling out the tech reviewer space, even though this person is a massive part of the problem, slid in justifications as to why they do the heinous stuff they do. Like, imagine me going out and buying a Corolla and then entering a GTP open class with a stock Corolla so that I can tell you that the Corolla is not the best value in a family car because it can't do 200 miles an hour with 6G turns because it failed in the GTP race, blah, blah, blah. Had the audacity to say that, well, the reason why I like to do the benchmarks with the fake toxic benchmark stuff is because that way you can make a more informed decision. No, you're not. Stop lying. Stop lying. But it was funny that instead of just agreeing, what Renee said is true. The tech space is just foul. It's completely foul. So rather than just agreeing with it, and you don't even have to confess to being part of the problem. You could have just agreed with it and then just make changes in your videos that will make them better. This person agreed with it and then justified why they were doing the dumb stuff that Renee was calling the industry out for, and then was like, but I'm in the middle and I'm just trying to help you guys. I don't care either way. And I was like, if you don't care either way, then why did you defend your BS? I'm not going to call this person out, but I'll DM Renee, tell him watch the video and see what he thinks. But that's how I took it, right? Yeah. So just know, Paul and Aubrey went to sleep. Okay, there we go. We're back. Just know that your videos, even the ones that you don't think are tugging emotions, are tugging emotions. And I'm going to come and give a congrats again to Mr. Buck Nasty, who just rolled up in the stream causing trouble. What's up, Buck? Because this whole new thought process, a lot of it actually started with Buck. Hey, come on, Paul. You got to mute yourself. Paul C. There you go. Thank you. Paul C. just started yelling in my ear over here. Anyway, so a lot of this thought process came actually from Mr. Buck Nasty, right? And I'll explain in a second. As soon as we say congratulations to Buck, he got his plaque the other day. He looked pretty nice with that plaque, fam. I appreciate it. Now, when somebody asks you questions of hate, you know how you like to try to belay their concerns with, oh, it's not this, I'm doing it because of this, and blah, 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 and you explain yourself really well? No, I just want you to keep the plaque by your table. When somebody says something stupid, you just go, pap. Yeah, like that. Yeah, like that. Just plaque them. Me and Diana have this joke about, can't wait to get plaque because when somebody says something stupid, you just plaque them. Pow! And then sit back. Sit back, player. Anyway, so yes, I'm gonna blame Tom. Here's the reason why. Again, I will confess I am a hardcore fact-based person, but I understand a lot of people are extremely emotional and they go by feelings. And in my head, I'm going to say this again, and I don't mean this mean, in my head, working off of feelings and stuff to me is lame because facts are facts, right? Your facts ain't feelings. So when I first got to this live streaming game to the level where I was trying to help people get all of their stuff set up properly and set up nice so they can look good and sound good, I became known as the person who would tell you about your life if you were using a Yeti and expecting why your stream doesn't sound good. Because Yeti sounds bad, in my opinion. Okay? And a lot of people would try to fight that because, first of all, they're addressing it wrong. A lot of people were trying to address their Yeti from the top. It's not designed to address that way. A lot of people would address them leaning back. I'm not going to mess up my mic just to prove this point, but instead of addressing it like this, they would try to address it like linked all the way back like they saw in the picture. So the fact is, and, Tom did a much better job of explaining it, a lot of people sound bad on them because they're just addressing the mic wrong. A lot of people sound bad on them because they sound bad. But people had a lot of feelings about their Yetis because a lot of people, it's their first mic they bought because it was the first prominent USB mic. Not true, but this is what the industry believes. The industry believes it's the first prominent USB mic because when Logitech took over, they did a good job of telling everybody that, but that wasn't the truth. If you came to Macro with Renee and I, you would have known the original founders of Blue, they had other mics already in the game. The OG Snowball, the Snowball Micro, the Nessie, all these things predate the Yeti by a long time, and they were actually very good. Right? When Logitech took over, they became very bad. And Tom did all of the research or whatever, and yeah, he kind of came to the conclusion, but he's nice because he didn't want to hurt nobody's feelings, and he said, you do you. I was very much coming from a standpoint of trying to help you get better, but people got a little bit offended. And then I also came to the conclusion after watching Tom's video that in my trying to make you come out better, I was gatekeeping a little bit. And I don't like gatekeepers. I hate it. I didn't even realize I was doing it until I saw the way Tom presented it. So what that did remind me, though, is how many people are super hard based on their feelings, even if it's bad for them. Like, even if it's 100% bad for them, they will stay on their feelings. And the truth be told, for $150 that a Yeti costs, you could buy 3 Samson Q2Us and they're all better. All 3 of them together would be better. If you got the other 2 and threw them in the trash, you still would come off better. But people would get butthurt whenever I would say something about the Yeti. So I tried to take it back. Okay, I quit. I give up like over a year ago. You know what? You'll never hear me talk about it again. I'm over it. And people still goes, oh, don't let Doc find out you're using a Yeti. And I got to tell you, one of my favorite creators right now, Dylan Bates, and he talks in that Yeti, and I kind of want to punch him in the eye. But his content is so good, I just ignore it. It hurts because A, upside down, B, just still doesn't sound as good as it could sound. I kind of want to go in there and get him a better mic. But hey, his content is so good, you just ignore it. It's kind of like the restaurant where you know you've seen a roach or two, but the food is so good, you don't give a damn. That's what the Yeti is like if the content is good. So in Tom's breakdown of the Yeti, it made me learn that people are highly stuck on their emotions and you can't fix it even if you want to. And if the content is good, you can learn to ignore it. And I can still have the hard-founded opinion as a person who's worked in sound for years that it does sound bad to me. So Matt chops broccoli. I can't freaking stand broccoli. It tastes like little pieces of sand rolling around in your mouth. I can't stand broccoli. But I will not give Matt any crap about the broccoli squad because it works for him, right? And I love it. It's fantastic. As a person who plays around in the aforementionedly named broccoli squad, hey, I'm down for it. I just can't stand the taste of actual broccoli. That doesn't make broccoli bad. Everybody in my Discord over there is probably looking at me like crazy because they all like broccoli. I'm the weirdo that hates broccoli. So knowing that people are heavily stuck on their emotions, I'm like, let me find another way to help them increase their content without talking to them about their mic purchase. And which is funny because when I originally got in sales, my trainer person was like, when they're coming to upgrade from one thing to the other, the worst thing you could do to someone is tell them how bad their original purchase decision was. You can make them change to something else without blasting their first purchase decision because they probably already know that they made a bad purchase decision and they just don't want you to rub it in. And when you rub it in, they will defend the bad decision. Anybody in here who is married or has been with their cohabitual partner for more than 10 years will know there are many cases where you or them is sideways as AF wrong, but you will hold that turf because you're not ready to give in. And there it is. There it is. Boom. All right, so let me go back. I did see a question in here. Mike had a question about, where'd it go, Mike? Oh, yeah. Let's start chipping away at Dylan's Yeti problem. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm going to just go ahead and send him a pod mic or something because I got like 5 of them over here. Man, where did Mike? There you go. Mike, this is why you got to start your questions with a Q first, Q colon, because then I can find the faster. Boom arm is stand for making content. I use the boom arm. You know why? Because I can do this. I like to just do that. I like the low pro broom. I like the low profile boom, but either or is good. I like the fact that you can just push it out the way and then pull it right back in. And yeah. But it is a space thing. If you don't have a lot of space, stands do work really well. I got tons of stands. Wait, so you can. Ooh, damn, baby's a little dusty. That's nasty. Anyway, you can be like, hey guys, da da da, and you can just move it out the way. So stands do work, but I just prefer the boom arm. It's something about having it on the desk. Another great thing about the boom arm, if you get a solid one, I can use it with my clamp. So I'll often grab a super clamp. And you can just clamp things directly to it. So, for instance, this little guy is already properly sized because I used to clamp my iPhone to here when I wanted a top down on the Rodecaster Pro. So I could just do one of these, take the old iPhone that's over here and just, bam, it's ready to go. So I like it, it's a good little setup, but then I have overhead now, so I don't do that as much anymore. So me personally, I prefer a good, strong arm. Now, see, here we go to this whole Yeti comment again. If you're going to buy an arm, I tell you what, do not buy a Blue Compass. They're horrible. But if you catch one on sale, buy it. But I personally don't like the Blue Compass ones. They're a little fighty. They were intended to look better than they really are because just like the mic that it was designed to support, they're just trying to fool people, which I think is kind of disingenuous. But yeah, the Elgato Low Pro is one of the best in the price, and the Rode PSA 1. Those would be my recommendations. Not that big a fan of Gator frameworks, although a lot of people use them. I think, again, their quality isn't as good as they charge for the price. I'm not completely a price conscious shopper. I go off of quality because I need it to last forever. My original Rode PSA 1, which is back there, is 19 years old and it still works. I got it the day that they came out. So there's that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, there you go. Matt said, we ain't eating the broccoli. We just chopping it. And, that's like one of the best Saturday Night Live skits, though. I mean, Sweaty Balls is still bigger, but chopping broccoli is better. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I forgot your question, Albert. Sorry. Albert said, I'm extending 2 Elgato webcams and the Stream Deck control up to 30 feet away. What USB cable do you recommend? None. But here's how you can do this. The webcams are going to be the problem. The Stream Deck should be okay. USB cables don't like to go over about 30 feet. There is such a thing as an active USB cable, right? In the camera space, we call them tether tools. There's another brand, 920, I believe. Active USB cables will be good for about 75 feet. You'll know it's an active USB cable because it'll be about $75. So the tether tools, like 15-foot tether tools cable is $60. But an active USB cable will get you there because it has a little booster in the middle that will help it get where you need it to go. So yeah, boom, boom, boom. Yes, Fighty is it. There's nothing wrong with the build quality, Matt. Their build quality is dope, but they are fighty as hell. So your mic has to be the right amount of heaviness to hold it up. I think what Ross just stated slightly earlier is that you need a crane for the Yeti, which is the reason why the Blue Compass is so fighty, because it was built to hold up the original Yetis. When Logitech started making the Yetis, I think they got a little lighter, and then so it's a little, so yeah. Everybody I know that originally bought a Blue Compass and tried to use it with like MV7s, they immediately had to get rid of it because you would let go and it would phew, it'll pop up. So sometimes you would just touch it and it'll pop up and like bust you in the teeth. So Rode PSA 1 is great with the SM7B. The new version of the Rode arms are beautiful because they shrouded them. Before, you had the scissor, and I didn't really like the scissor because it gets dusty in there. So the cool thing about the Elgato, which is hard to see from this bad boy, but let me pull off one of these tricks. Ta-gang. So here's what's cool about this. Nobody knows this. My secret scroll area, bam, I have headless HDMI adapter, just in case you need it. I have SD card reader that's made specifically for the Raspberry Pi because of my DAC board. I have a mic adapter just in case, and I have the tightening Allen wrench in case the arm gets drippy. I can just stick it in here and tighten it. What I did to keep my cables down, I feed my cable in, and I stuck a piece of EVA foam, that came with Ulanzi clamps. If you bought any Ulanzi gear or other gear, it comes with really good, thick, dense quality foam. So I keep that all in there. So it's a good space to store a couple of things, right? And I just leave that there because you never want to have to go look for the key for your arm. So the key for the arm is right here, right now. It's kind of a nice setup. The best Lavalier, in your opinion, basically what I need is reading books in my setup. Okay, well, not really a Lavalier, but the best would be a Countryman or a DPA, but I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to basically have to go sell bear pelts to get your money back. The Rode lavalier is pretty dope, and you can just pin it on your shirt. You don't have to have the face guy. I believe it or not, I use a Deity, what do they call this? VLAV. See, Matt, this is why you got to get one of these, Matt. People ask you stuff, you just grab it out the thing. You know what I'm saying? This is the VLAV 2 from Deity, about $50. Take that, Matt O'Brien. Guys, when you go on Matt's channel and you watch his Final Cut stuff, please send him super chats so he can buy a damn Husky, because he can get all his crap. He can just find it easy. Anyway, I like that Deity. It was like basically the same price as the Rode. When I went in to get it, they didn't have the Rode in stock. But what I ended up liking about the Deity, it comes with like a 5-meter cord. The cord is stupid long. It's like 5.2 meters. I don't know what that is in Renee's feet and inches, but it's a lot. Well, every 2 meters is 6'6". So 6'6", 12, that puts it at 13 plus another 3. So it's about 15 feet cord. It's ignorant. It's freaking ignorant. Yeah, and I love it though. And sounds good. Only like $60. There is the Boya brand and another one that begins with an M. They're kind of the knockoff versions. You can try that. It's a little bit cheaper, but I think the Deity and the Rode are both fantastic. Any Rex to get the RCP off the decks? Yes. Elgato arm or Rode PSA arm. Wally also has a dope arm. The Rodecaster 2 does have that 75 Vesta 75 mount on the back. So those would all work. And I also use what's known as a creator clamp. Hold on, we. Oh, my legs. I got a brand new one in the box. Oi! Yeah, man. Yes, nothing better than the extension cable, like disconnect for your thing. This is my favorite tabletop style clamping joint in the planet. I'm going to show you why. This is known as a Slick Creator clamp. It's best in the business. I have 2 of them already mounted. This is the 3rd. So, first things first, our Papa freaks all the money. Honeys, Playboy bunnies, and those loving monies. All right. This is the part that clamps to your desk. See, Matthew was talking about me unboxing crap yesterday, and here I am. Damn it. Matt set me up. All right. So, very strong, very sturds, and easily connects to the desk, right? My desk is about 3 inches thick because I built it. And so really good for that. crank it down here. You got that. What I like about this, you'll see it has these numbers on here on the side. So to get back to repeatable instances, you can just doink. I know I need this bad boy to be at the 250. I can just sit at the 250 and lock it, right? If I know I need it to be at 150, I can pull it back down here, get it like 150 and lock it. If you need something in between, get your little nail polish or a little white pen marker and just make you a new mark. You know what I'm saying? Actually, it's anodized, so pencil, straight up all-American pencil will work. I had one on the desk. See, look, you can just make your little mark. And I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see that. See that? The little pencil mark. And when you're done, you can do the mama thing. It's out of there. Just rub it off. Gangster. Right? So I like this. This is the main thing. This grips to the table. In the box is the cross arm, and the cross arm 2 markings, solid. And this is like solid. So you just pop this, you pop this. So this goes this way. The other arm goes across, but it has a articulating mechanism so that when you put the crossbar on, it can go this, it can go here, it can go back to vertical. Like you can kind of like capitulate it any which way you want. So creator clamp is dope. So just this by itself, I believe is like 60 bones. I got the full kit with the extended arm. And so I think it comes out to like 150. And it came, I didn't get the ball head because I got ball heads galore. Kill the ball head, you know, this can keep the ball heads. But also like it got quarter 20 mounts everywhere. Like this thing is glorious, man. I would probably use this because you could just do more if you decide to change it up. So yeah, there you go. That was a lengthy ass answer to a question, but it was a good question. So now I made a mess. Yeah, I know what I do. I'll clean that after. Boom. Good question. And Mike, again, Mike, Q colon, please. Because I'm bad when it's fast. It's easier. I'll show you why. I'll show you guys why. Anybody who's new around here, let me show you why. All right, so if I'm here in Ecamm, I go like this. This is my back end. This is what I see. You see what I see. All I need to do is come here and go Q colon. Bam, I get all the questions. Dun, 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 dun. That's why we be like that. It just makes life easier. So then it's easy to find what y'all need. Whatever you need. Boom. There you go. Where'd it go? See, Matt, I'm telling you, especially the Matte Black Husky, they just got one here in Honolulu. So I saw it like up close and personal. When I was there the first time, they only had the shiny ones. So, oh my God, it's kind of beautiful. And you can get it with the top piece too. It's gorgeous, just gorgeous. Yep, having it with the Rode NTG2 and the Rode shock mounts is just a bit too light. Oh, you're talking about the compass, yeah. I've been putting my Rode video mic, I just been clamping it to this. It's kind of cool because I can clamp it to this just under the table and you don't even see it. So it's really, really cool. Yes, I always bust out the Jesus Jones. You know what it is. I just got the PSA 1. So far working well with the MV7X. Nice. Coach Steve, I don't know if you saw Tom's video. What Tom did was really excellent. He got this paint remover type stuff and he took off all of the markings. I've seen other people just gaff tape over it because they did go a little bit crazy with the tramp stamp on that bad boy. It's kind of big, but Tom was able to get it off and it looks fantastic. Freaking Matt, he's crazy. I love it. Yes, there it is. Is it Movado or Mova? I think Movado is a watch. I think the algorithm just try to change you. But I think that's what I think it is, Mova or something of that nature. I got to double check. Yes. Oh, you already using the VLAB. Gretchen, you're in a good spot. I mean, that is a pretty good one there. You can get to any of the links, Glenda, by going to docrock.live/shop. That just takes you to the Amazon store. And most of the stuff is in there. If for some reason you don't see something, if you just go shopping after that, anything you buy will still help support the channel. So if you like, go in your browser right now and change your Amazon shortcut to Amazon.com/shop/DocRock. Use that as your entryway. So everything you buy on Amazon, whether you buy the most amazing everything bagel powder that Dina sent me. Oh my God. I don't know what this stuff is. I think she told them put crack in it, and it does come from Oakland. It was so good. It's called Better Than Everything Bagels. And I put that on my English muffin this morning, and family. Anyway, if you said, take your favorite creators, is what I do. I got 3 Amazon buttons. I have my favorite creators, and their master affiliate link is the shortcut to my 3 Amazon buttons. And I go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Used to be a really cool plugin for Safari that would automatically just rotate through your favorite creators, and they kiboshed it. I might have to work with Alec and figure out a keyboard maestro thing that would do that for us. Then whenever you press the Stream Deck button to Amazon, it would rotate through a bunch of creators' affiliate links, because that's a smart way to do it. You should almost just take this as a creator. You guys are all creators. As a creator, you should never walk into the Amazon link naked. Never. You should never walk into B&H link naked. B&H isn't as good as Amazon about how you get in the door sticks, but when I wanted to buy something expensive from B&H, rather than just going, I hit up Buck Nasty. I'm like, family, can you send me affiliate link for the product? So that way I could go buy 14 Rodecaster Pro 2s and get Tom a little something. Because it'd just be dumb, right? So if you want to buy something from Amazon, go to any of your favorite creators, click something in their description, and then go get what you want to get. But don't just roll into the Amazon store naked. Be a good creator. And you would hope that people would do the same for you. Do on to other creators as other creators should do unto you. That just sounded blasphemous, but you know what I mean. It's your fault, Matt, damn it. Nail polish, the trick I use on my luggage so I can find it at the airport along with the other Samsonites. My secret is don't use Samsonites. Actually, now away suitcases have gotten so popular, it's no longer the easy one to spot. But I don't like stickers and stuff on my suitcases. My Pelican is covered in stickers. It's kind of funny. No, I've been really wanting to, Tyler, I've been really wanting to get the DJI mic. I thought about buying it for this trip to Dallas, but then I realized I'm going to go hang out with Rich for a week, so I need to save some money for whiskey. So I thought seriously about picking up the DJI mics. They look impressive. They really do look impressive. Matt or any of my other, Rafi, did any of you guys pick up the DJI mics? I'm curious. Man, stop putting your hand over there. Okay, Michael, good question. I like it. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, Michael formulated the question the way we like it over here. Yes, everybody get a man a hand. All right. Good question, Michael. Let me cover you real quick. Just make sure. Hey, Josh. Oh my God. Oh, fangirl moment. My man Josh is in the building. He got one of those Huskies with the wooden top. Game changer for sure. Everything gets dumped on the top and it's easy to put in his way. Josh, I had to be bougie and get the Milwaukee version, but it was only because it was matte. The Husky one was shiny. And they were almost the exact same dimensions. This one was about 2 inches bigger, which was actually a problem. But I got it because it's matte, because it's powder coat, Milwaukee style. It wasn't shiny. I was afraid the shiny one would be too shiny in here. But anyway, first of all, Josh, aloha, brother. Welcome. Let me get back to Mike's question before y'all get me sidetracked. Y'all know I get sidetracked easy, right? Okay, so step one. This is going to be an amalgamation of steps. So these steps are going to change. But let's just start with step one. Actually, I'm gonna make graphics for this while we do this. Step one. Learn how to type. Discord people are popping in. Okay, here's my first step. Boom, crawl the comments. I like to crawl the comments of my channel, my channel and my competitors' channels. Most of us creators are cooperative. I don't really call them competitors per se, but just for ease of conversation, we'll use the term competitor, but most of us we all just friends out in this piece, right? So I like to crawl the comments of people that make stuff like I make. The gold, Mr. Michael, the gold is in the comments, fam. So many creators this up. So many creators absolutely this up, right? Crawl the comments. All the things, your next 10 videos you need to make exist in the comments. If you've been here from the beginning, I was talking about how Kin Folks these days is all about their emotions and their feels. So if you dig into what is bothering folks in your type of content, you know exactly what to make to get more folks to watch it. Okay, so for instance, my buddy Paul over here in the Discord looking kind of crazy, right? Paul is cat daddy. And I don't mean cat daddy like when we say cat daddy, like, oh, cat daddy, cat. Let me show you how to feel you at work. Not like that kind of cat daddy. Although he's from the Bay, not the hyphy kind of cat daddy. He has a boy cat. And boy cats like to drag their nuts all over stuff and mark things. So if he found a solution to stop boy cats from teabagging everything in the house, and he made a video that's like, cat daddies, especially those with boys, I can show you right now how to stop your boy cat from teabagging everything in the house in 30 seconds or less. If Paul made that video, 25 million views over the next 3 months. Guaranteed. If he can pull a guarantee, there's a bunch of tricks. I don't think any of them work. But if you ever figure out what is the prominent problem with boy cats, Paul would be able to do that, and the dude would be a millionaire, right? So crawl the comments. Step number 1. Okay. Step number 2 is going to be contentious because people get mad, but this is what it is. Let's say we've already come to the conclusion. We got the idea because we're looking at the list. Step number 2, make the nail. Make them. I'm about to say bad words. Make the nail, people. Everybody be out here with the screen cap from the video. Stop that crap. Don't nobody want to see. Screen cap from the video nails is old school. Don't nobody want to see that mess no more. They want to see a well-produced, thought-provoking nail. If you bang the nail early, you will probably do better at the video because I don't want to give away too much secrets about Severance. But yeah, there's something about a show that uses the title of the episode in the dialogue, right? If you go to a play and you're watching the play and the play is called Jeff's Fanglorious Mind Maps, and then you'd have to be a Drop Squad member to understand that. But then I'm in the play. I get to the scene where I finally made it with my mama, and then she's about to give me a hug and tell me she loved me. And then I go, Mom, you know what brought me here today was Jeff's Fanglorious Mind Maps. And then the audience will stop and pause and, bravo, bravissimo. Like that would, when you pull a callback, as it's called in the industry, that works. So make the nail first. You will create your video with a different level of intention. Okay, so we got that. Now we done made the nail. Bam. All right, step 3. Bullet them points. Bullet them points. Hey, I said 3, dummy. The hell you doing, Doc? Come on. Oh, now you want to be weird. See, I challenge all these people that don't have cool programs like Ecamm where you can just make things like this on the flizzy. All right, bullet them points. I'm not a scripter. You can script if you want. My type of video, I don't script. Can't do it. Can't do it. Wouldn't be prudent. Like, I can't script. I can if I wanted to, but I just don't. I like the bulletin points. And one of the biggest things is to just get in there and get your bullet points out. Say them as concise as possible, but we're going to use this methodology right here, right? We're going to go with PAS framework. Okay. Did I type that? Yes, I did. Correct. Okay. So PAS framework. Problem. Boy cats go around the house dragging their nuts on everything, and it's funky. I don't like it. Okay. Agitate. Nothing worse than having your mother-in-law complain about what your cat has done in your house. You already don't like her, so you're just trying to appease her, and you want to have a better house and, just avoid these problems. Solution. Get the Paul Duncan anti-boy cat teabagging method, and here's how you do it. Problem, agitate, solution. Anybody in the chat, throw me a topic real quick. I will give you a PAS framework on the bomba clot fly, because I could do that. That's what we're talking about. This is how you do it. Here's Glenda was just making a random comment, but let me turn her. Remember I said in the comments is where all the word is. I would love a Stream Deck button from Amazon creators. Boom. Okay, let's do a PAS framework. Problem. You need to buy something from Amazon and you want to support some of your favorite creators. Agitate. At this point in time, ad revenues for creators is really, really horrible. So the best way to support your creators is by pressing on their Amazon links so that somebody can get a little bit credit for what you purchase. And remember, it's not costing you any more anyway, so you might as well press that and take care of another creator. Solution. I've invented this Stream Deck button. Let me show you how to set it up. This will work if you have a loop deck or if you just want to program a hotkey on your Rodecaster Pro or you want to set up F9. We're going to use this little script that says when I press it this time, it purchases from Miss Eileen's store. If I press it the next time, it purchases from Paul's store. If I press it the next time, it purchases from Gretchen's store. This way, I can take care of all of my favorite creators on the fly and still buy what I need to buy from Amazon, but I'm not leaving good ad money on the table because ad revenue is so bad right now. I just want to support all my fellow creators. Bam. Just like that. Simple, simple, simple. Yes, Matthew is with me. No stickers on the suitcase. Boom, boom, boom. Don't fall off the ladder, Josh. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so now that we got our PAS framework, we're going to shoot the video, and then now we're going to talk about editing. I think Michael said he edited in Final Cut Pro. Yeah, I edited in Final Cut Pro too. Here's what I do. I do my ending first. Just me. I edit backwards. I start with my ending and then I work back. I have learned, and yeah, getting better at this. I have learned don't say bye. It took me a while. It's really hard to do. All my students, they still do it. But don't say bye. Just be like, don't even be like, this is me. And I do this constantly. Don't even be like, all right, gang, that's it. We figured this out, blah, 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 blah. Just say you're finishing up your videos. So your cat, will be happy and you'll be happy and you no longer have to take any more from your mother-in-law. The algorithm's going to show you a couple of more videos. I think you should watch them. That's how I end it. But come up with something like that. I got a couple more videos that will dig into this deeper. They'll show up here and here. Done. Just don't be like, all right, gang, bye, peace out, see you next video. Hope to see you in the next one. A lot of prominent creators do that because they can get away with it. But as a Nubian, nah, you can't get away with that. So just don't say bye. Just walk out. I just want to know from my Discord squad over here, which one of y'all just leaves the party without saying bye? Miss Eileen is laughing. So now I know Miss Eileen will walk out the door, y'all. Y'all don't know. Look. Yeah, look. Miss Eileen, she just get up and leave. She don't say nothing. Now, here's the problem with saying bye. You get the Baptist preacher bye, and you be like, Pastor Keith, it take you 7 times to get out. So that's why you don't want to say bye. You just want to be like up and out of there. Okay? So here we go. I'm going to, since Michael started this mess, I'm going to take his PAS framework for online courses. Okay. Problem. There are 611 million online courses out there. How do you find the right ones that for you? Have you recently invested a lot of money in an online course just to find out it was absolute? Do you want to make sure you never have this problem again? I have developed a system before you buy a course that will let you run through this quick checklist, which you can download at the end of this video. I'll give you a link on how to download it. Here's a quick checklist to compare what's going on in their description to what you're actually going to get out of the course. Boom, go into your video, offer your solution one more time, repeat the problem, repeat the agitation, repeat the solution, and then tell them that there's another video coming up. So same thing, right? If you're teaching people how to create online courses, how to create online courses that don't suck. Turns out I did that stream like 2 months ago. I actually have it I actually created that stream. How to create tutorial videos that don't suck. I know Paul is feverishly looking for it. It's in there. I just literally created that video. So yeah, there's a thing. Mr. Rich said bicycles. Everybody and their mother is looking to get over the high gas prices problem. Agitation. High gas prices has led us to want to get into biking, but you know that you are not physically fit to be riding around on a bike. So the best solution out there for you would be an electric bike. Check out this Eileen Smith 2000, the dopest electric bike that you're going to get, and it's only $9.99 for a limited time, or you could break that up into 4 easy payments of $249.99. Boom. Get into your Eileen Smith 2000X bike and then tell them why they should be getting one. Boom. It's easy. I mean, you could do this with just about anything. Problem, agitate, solution. There's other frameworks out there. Uncle Ray, my mentor, would tell you to use the Pastor framework. I'm not as fast at generating those, which is why I wouldn't put them on the table right now, but I could probably do it in a couple more weeks. Keep hanging out with Ray. He's quick. You can say anything to him, and he can go through the Pastor framework real quick. And it's similar. It's similar. And then there's the AIDA framework. Eileen, she's in there. She says, yes, you can look into Jasper and see the PAS framework and the AIDA framework, which is also in there. But yeah, these are just for creators. I think PAS is the easiest one because it helps people work off of their emotions. Now Eileen is making me laugh. Hold on. I'm going to have to drink some water because Eileen just almost killed me just now. And then she had the audacity to be over here in the Discord laughing. Okay, so the Pastor framework, which Eileen is saying is hard to remember, is as follows. It's actually relatively easy, but let me drop this in here. So this is the Pastor framework. This is what I like to work off. This is Uncle Ray. Problem, amplify, give a story and a solution. And this is why people like stories. This is why his framework to me is a little bit better than the straight PAS framework, because people do work off of stories. It's very, very, very powerful. And then the T gets into the transformation, like what happened after they followed your program or a testimony like, hi, this is Velvet Jones. And I just tried out Paul Duncan's Stop Your Boy Cat from Dragging His Nuts Around the Furniture, and it's amazing. Now my furniture don't smell like cat nuts. Ugh. Right? Boom. And then you get into your offer. Okay, Paul has given me a special code. With this special code, my watchers can put in Doc Rock in the Dunkin' Cat Nut Dragon solution, and you can get 15% off. If you got 2 cats, you can get 30% off because Paul is doubling up the Cat Nut Dragon solution, right? Cat dragging nuts all over your damn house. And then response. Response can be like, join my mailing list. Like, yeah, you can just add, some other stuff to it. So Pastor framework is there. I would strongly suggest go watch my video where I interviewed Uncle Ray on this channel, and just follow him on the YouTubes and on the IGs, because he's literally one of the best copywriters in the planet. The man is, I got the benefit of hanging out with him for a week, and I'm still mind blown by how good he is. Like, he's just quite incredible. So, gang, that's what you do. Like, take their time. And I'm hope, Mike, that covered your question. You know, you get to step one, find out what you're making your videos on. And the best place to farm these guys is comments and reactions. Matt actually brought this up yesterday. Matt said that he was hanging out in the Final Cut Reddit and reading the type of stuff that people are running into brick walls in the Final Cut Reddit. Eileen said she just took a screenshot of my screenshot. I was trying to move it over to the other Mac, but Universal, whatever you call this damn thing, it likes to fail whenever I need it to work. Oh, now it just worked. Damn it, Universal Control. I think I have too many monitors for Universal Control. I freak it out. Anyway, so yeah, he was like, I'm just farming through Reddit, and I found some cool stuff in Reddit. And he basically answered those questions. If you, say you go do a creator Q&A like today. My audience is pretty vibrant and they're pretty quick. If I was starting from scratch and I didn't have all of you guys, here in the stream right now, what I would do is go to a creator Facebook group or a creator Reddit forum or, even Volley, IG. I would look what people are asking and I would answer those questions first while I'm warming up. And then you guys will get questions off of the solutions I'm solving. You could even go on Twitter and here's a cool joint ski right here. TWEET. Oh, is that the right one? Yeah, that's the right one. Okay. My God, blood clot we. So, no. Once you do this. So I can go over here to tweet pick, right? Just go away. And so if I peep into Twitter real quick. Dun, 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 dun. Man, why you not logged in already? What's wrong with you, we? But go to the Twitter. Be logged in already. Yes, I'm logged in already. Gangster. So I could take a look here and I can see Matthew O'Brien. He's in there hanging out, whatever. I'm looking here. Here's a question. Hey, that's political stuff. We're going to ignore that for right now. Chris is making tattoos. I'm going to go into my notifications. Hey. Why are you not working? There he goes. There's Dylan. I don't see any questions off the hand, but basically what I was going to do is go in here, find one of these tweets where there's a question or a powerful statement, right? Look at this handsome bugger right here, right? If I could find a question in here or a powerful statement, like one of my guys asked a question or something. For instance, the other day, Matt had posted a question about something and then I answered him. We were just talking back and forth on Twitter. I could take a pic of that tweet, right? Or do yourself a favor, use their power for your power, right? So let me do this. We're going to cheat. Don't tell nobody I did this. All right. There's Renee. Dun, 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 dun. Man, this is making my life hard, but this is what you do. You basically research in here and you see something that you like. So here's a quote. How do you currently feel about foldable phones? All right. My channel's not about phones, but let's just say it was. I could take Renee's tweet right here, click that, get this right here, copy it, go back over to TweetPic, go to screenshots, and then put in the URL. Hit enter, and then take this screenshot, download this, and then put this in my video, right? So I'm going to ignore that. There's a bunch of different ones out there. This is not the one I normally use, but it all works. Anyway, so let me come back over here to my actual stream thing. Boom. And we're going to pretend I'm making this for the old tubes of you, right? So boom. And you're going to just be like this. Grab this, croppy crop. Dang, this is not working at all today. Let me do something else. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. I'm going to do something faster because this is not doing what I wanted to do. Go like that. Command K. Oh, you know what? I should show you what I just did so that way you understand when it comes up to you. Let me go into demo mode. All right. So I got the image right here. Boom. Open it. Oh, it opens up in preview. In preview, just draw a box around what you want. While you have it there, Command K. Hit save. All right. And close it. So now when I grab it over here, it's already cropped. All right, boom. So I could do one of these. And I could build my video now. I can say, hey, combing through Twitter today, I saw this tweet from Renee Ritchie. Renee was like, how do you feel currently about foldable phones? Today, family, I'm going to talk to you about foldable phones, where the industry is going, and these are my predictions. And then boom, go into your content. That's how you comb the Twitterverse or whatever to get a thing. Now, because Renee has, 400,000 followers or whatever it is in YouTube, you can actually tag him in the description. You could be like, hey, answering in this video today, I'm answering a tweet I recently saw from @Renee Ritchie, and just comb for it. Boom. That's how you do it. That's how you comb the Twitter or the Facebook or whatever to get whatever. So TweetPic is good because it's better than just saying you saw it. It's nice to put it up on the screen. Like people just really, really appreciate that. All right. Let me tell you, here are the 3 qualities I look for in finding a moderator for your live stream. Number 1, his name is Paul Duncan. That's it. That's my 3 qualities. Is his name Paul Duncan? No. I just want y'all to see this fool over here blushing. Hold on. Yes. Good question, man. Walter, fam, good question. You have got to, everybody, gotta get moderators right away. I was on a stream the other day with Dylan. He was just for us Patreon, so it was no biggie, no robots and stuff in there. But I was just like, Dylan, man, you got to get moderators before you do this out in the public streets because it can set you up for failure. In the beginning, how I did it was I just picked my brother because he used to pop up to come to all of my streams. And he was the first person I knew that came to all my streams that I know was always around. He's currently renovating his house, so that's why y'all ain't seen him in a minute. But I used to pick my brother because I knew my brother would take care. But as smart as my brother is and nice, don't ever tell him I said this, nice human being that he is, he didn't really know the ins and outs of how YouTube really works. So Paul, Eileen, Kim, Eileen, Lemuel were like the first ones. And then Kevin and Paul came around about the same time. They would nicely be helping me out in the comments. So for instance, they be saying like, hey, Walter asked a question a while back and I don't think you answered it yet. Can you get to that? Or somebody came in and asked a question that was a little bit sideways, right? To be like, hey, today, like, okay, I'm going to take you back for a second. Walter, watch this. I ain't said nothing to Paul. We did not have this meeting, but we've been on the same flow for a minute. You know, like when girls start hanging out together, they flow at the same time. Paul and I are like that. We've been flowing it so long. He said, Doc is answering tech questions today. He does not have his Ecamm hat on today, so please be respectful. Basically, don't come on my day off asking me Ecamm questions. I get paid to answer the questions Monday through Friday. So that kind of stuff for a moderator to think like that and be ahead of the game, those are traits that are hard to teach, but it turns out he teaches this stuff on his channel. So even if you got to pick somebody that's in your friend and family circle, send them to see Paul and make sure that they go through Paul's little, videos and his course and get them up to speed. So 1, they got your back. 2, they're very attentive, but also polite as required and stern as required, right? Because when I'm moderating, I'm a little bit more a-hole. Me and Keely are knife wielders. We would just punch you. Paul will lightly remind you that he knows Kung Fu and be like, chill out. Me and Keely would just be like, fuck out of here. So, yeah, I wanted somebody who was nicer than me. And so he's really good at that. And yeah, just got your back. Also, something that Paul and Keely did, which I thought was amazing. They both hit me up and was like, listen, I need a list, a spreadsheet, or a freaking Flintstone tablet of all of your links, of all of the things that you're going to say. I need to have them ready. So, like, I didn't do it because I'm an idiot, but Paul made his own. He's like, all right, Dad, this guy's the a-hole. Let me go ahead and make my little list. So you notice in Ecamm or in my streams or, India streams, wherever Paul is moderating, he got a list of the things that you finna ask. So when Glenda comes through and asks, hey, what's the link to this? And Paul's like, kit.com. Boom, there it is. There's Doc's link to kit.com. Or like, how do you get a discount on Jarvis? He got my link. Like, he has all my links. Like, he set these things up. So that part is brilliant. Yeah, so that would be me off the top of my head. But honestly, go to Paul's channel, I'm sure there's a video called What to Look For in a Moderator. I'm sure it's there. And, I almost wore that exact same shirt today, Paul. I'm so glad I didn't, because then we would really look like we're twins. My favorite thing to do is mess with him, so that way he just, like, loses it. And then, for you guys, set yourself up where you can see your moderators and your crew hanging out in the back channel. It is the bombski. It does make life a heck of a lot easier to get this work done. All right. Matt said, Facebook groups is all of the best performing videos are from Crush and Facebook and Reddit. The problem that come up over and over and over again. Exactly. That's how you build your list. We had a list building session in class last week. It was a little bit fun. Eileen said, Uncle Ray is killing them YouTube shorts. Yes. Finding people's pain. And if you have a solution, make a video about it, then that will provide value. Exactly. Everything is about painkillers and vitamins, no matter what it is. Look at the TV right now. When you see an ad, you can tell right away, good ads, either painkillers or vitamins. And I don't mean Tylenol or one-a-days. I mean, like, man, I skip most ads. Let me pick something what's on the thing right now. Man, I can't even think of a commercial right now. Anyway, all of my commercials is football season, so I'm hearing beer commercials. They try to talk to you about a pain point. Okay, college football ads coming out, right? Are you at your football party and you don't have enough snacks? Well, what you should do is stock up on Doritos so that everybody doesn't leave your party because you don't have no snacks. That's one. That's an old commercial, but you've seen it. Like, everybody go to the dude's house, he ain't got no snacks. Then you see the other house and everybody's having a good time and they're cheering. And they're even so much Doritos that they're spilling them when they jump up to cheer for that one time the Giants accidentally scored a touchdown. Yeah, that kind of stuff. That is I'm providing a painkiller, and that's have enough snacks on hand, have the right cold beer on hand, blah, blah, blah type stuff. You always see when they talk about your Ford trucks or whatever, don't nobody that owns a 150 actually be full of bricks and shit dragging it around. Everybody that got 150s just take up 2 freaking spaces in the parking lot at the Piggly Wiggly and be a-holes with the parking. That's what the F-150 drivers actually do. But if you see a commercial, they're towing 1,100 pounds of stuff plus a backhoe. That's a little bit of the painkiller and the vitamins. They're trying to tell you that you will look like a real G if you get an F-150. So there you go. Boom. Yo, what's up? Sans in the building. Good to see you. Ooh, KKK. Just chicken. Glenda's making fun of Paul's red face. Oh, see, I told you he had a course on moderating. He just be there. Wow, what I really need from a moderator, among other things, is posting links in my chats on my vids I recommend, products I talk about my social media. Yes. So Matt, you should make a list of the things that you want to highlight and have them in a spreadsheet and then send it to your moderators, especially things like the Chop and Broccoli Squad, right? So have links to the Brock Squad. Paul Paul, why you have the ball thing on? I'm trying to do a stream here. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Oh my God. Paul has on his ball filter. Oh my God. You can't do that when I'm trying to work, damn it. Oh Jesus. Anyway, so I have links to your broccoli squad. I have links that, break down the 3 different levels, right? And have see, I just got a thumbs down for that. Anyway, have links to all of those things and then set them up so your moderators can get it, and then you'll be good to go. And whoever just threw the thumbs down, have a good Saturday. Appreciate you, player. When did you decide at what level? The second day you do a live stream and you don't have a moderator, you are stepping on your. Yes, you should not be out in these streets without a moderator. It's just not good for you. It's just not a good look. So if you got Asher Cutting in them, get somebody. You're helping the audience be more comfortable because somebody's there to fight for the XYZ.com. Check out these 18-year-old girls, idiots that pop up in your stream. And also, when a person asks a question, Tyler, and your moderator gets the answer out even before you get a chance to see it, people love that. They're being attended to. It's the reason why your doctor has a receptionist. The receptionist isn't just there to check your insurance card. This receptionist is to let you feel received when you first get there, right? Like most companies, the reason why you have a person address you is like the Disney store greeter, right? They're just there to tell you hi and make you feel seen when you walk in. And actually, they're there to say hi because you won't steal shit. But, it really does sort of affect the mood. So, yeah, you should not live stream at all without having a moderator, period. End of story. Yeah, see, Paul said the same thing. You need to start with a moderator. So, Tyler, anybody that shows up 3 weeks in a row, like, grant them the moderator thing. Like, if they're good, ask them if they're down and put them on. It's really, really helpful. And you can get to, you can focus more on what you're doing because you don't have to, like, you guys ask for a link. I don't always have to leave and go look for the link. I know that Paul will go and find it and then give it back to you guys or whoever's helping out at the time. So, must be dope with the Wrench Mob gang. Get your wrench mods on right away. I even got my Ecamm moderators. I got them hats. Like, we get them stuff, and let them be part of the company as well because we want everyone to have a good time. And oftentimes you can't see things from your position or your perspective that the moderators can see as well. So that's another thing that's important. Can a moderator set up a poll? Yes, I have my thing set up that Paul can set up polls. And Luis and Keely, they all have power. Let me show you, Mr. Matt. Can I leave this thing? Let me make a new tab before I break something. I always forget where this is, but it's in YouTube Studio, Matt. And oh yes, you can always take away the wrench. Good answer, Paul. Thank you. Man, ever since I switched to this new cable, it keeps changing the brightness on my external monitor. It's driving me crazy. So I go into settings and then there we go. Actually, it's not under that. I take it back. It's not under the settings where your moderators are. It's where you go to your Google account section and you add the people that can help. Man, we went through this like 2 weeks ago, right, Paul? There's a section on your account where you add the editors to your channel. That's what it is. I said it all backwards. You got to go to your channel. and then settings. Yeah, that's why I was just there and I accidentally pressed the wrong stuff like a dummy. So, yeah, I'm almost there, almost there. But now that I went to go press it back, I went crooked. Settings, community. That was Eileen yelling in my ear saying it's in settings community. But I left the studio and now I'm in the wrong spot. So hold on, 1 second. Settings, community. No, I got that part. I think that wasn't the one I was looking for. I was looking for the the part where you go in and select your editors. Anyway, I'll find it for you, Matt. I'll send you the link in the Discord in the Broccoli Squad. No, it's not. It's actually not. Yeah, so it's in it's not that, Matt. So you have a couple different levels, right? You can have your managers, and then there you go. I found it. Not I found it. Eileen found it. I'll say it correctly. Here, Matt. This is what I'm speaking of. So if you look in here under the settings, then you can see like I'm the owner, and then Keely is a manager, and Luis is a manager, Paul is the editor. The only thing that managers do, they could schedule streams, right? So you notice, Matthew, when I left, I had Luis and Paul take over before, and I had Keely take over before. So the people that are managers, they can view everything, manage permissions, go live, create, edit, and like delete content. So they can create content, edit content, delete content. And then because I have Paul as an editor, it's the same thing as that, but they just cannot view any rev data, which I don't care. I'll show everybody. Ad revenue sucks. Like, it ain't that much. It's not that big a deal. I don't win off of ad revenue. I do other things. But just so you know that what Eileen was saying is you come to settings, and then you come over here and you go into permissions. And so you find a couple of these folks, and then they will have access to do things like that. But it might even be that a moderator, just a straight up moderator, can generate a poll. So I wasn't sure if it's because I have Paul set as an editor or if it's because moderators can do polls anyway. So there you go. Dope. Yes. And this was super helpful. I was doing something on Tuesday and I couldn't get to my desk real quick. I had a meeting that ran late, so I just texted Paul. I was like, Paul, can you please set up the Q&A stream? Just use the same one that we did last week. Just set it back up because I need to go drain the entertainer real fast or we will have us a problem. And Paul was like, bet, got it. So he set it up while I ran and, handled the business and then came back, like tanked a coffee, like burnt the lungs on the way down, tanked the coffee, and then city of my slide in like I was here the whole time. So that's another thing which is really, really helpful with moderators. Okay, so no, they do have to be an editor in order to create the post. So yes, you got to pick one of them, Matthew, and allow them to be an editor so that they can create the post. Good answer. That is it. Family, we got class coming up, so I got to take a break. So I appreciate all you guys for coming through. I'm going to be next Saturday. Of course, we got Tuesday stream. Then next Saturday's stream will be the last one before I hit the road. And in theory, I'm going to be able to do streams from the road because I am taking the YOLO box. I got the notebook now, and I am taking a 5G hotspot. So hopefully everything flies off perfectly while we're on the road. If not, then somebody between the Discord for creators and all them about to pop in. Matt, I will get your last question in because you're Matt. Any ideas on how polls impact engagement and viewer experience in live streams? I can tell you what, I don't use them enough, but when we use them for Ecamm, they do really well. And yesterday, I liked what you were doing. I thought it was fun. I think people do like polls. I just think they do. So I think it's underutilized. From my channel specifically, I haven't done them enough. I think I should do them more. What's really cool is you can fire one off during the countdown and give people something to do. You know what I mean? I think it's also a good idea to ask questions in your intro if you have an intro that plays or your countdown plays so that people can sort of be ready. Yeah, I don't think they heard of Nobody Votes. Good answer, Miss Eileen. I agree with you on that too. That is super cool. But Matthew, keep coming. Yours was really, really good yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I don't Twitch El Jefe. First of all, good to see you here. Good to see you here. I ain't seen you in a minute. But I do not Twitch at all. Just, I don't know, when I first started, of course, the only people that did good on Twitch was just gamers. And then when I left was right about the time all the DJs were all Twitching, and I didn't want to DJ on Twitch. I just didn't. I was teaching my friends to make money by DJing private parties instead of hoeing to the Twitch revenue. So I was helping my DJs stay strong in the Twitch space. I mean, in the private party space instead of that. And that led me to live streaming. And so, yeah, I like YouTube's my home, man. I've been here 16 years solid. I don't see no reason to go Twitch. But I know that people are having success for that. I just not even in that ballpark. I'll be the first to admit it. I should go deeper. Boom. But that's boom. Yeah, just chatting has exploded on Twitch. That's funny. See, I haven't been there in a minute. Now I got to go look. Now I got to go be nosy and check out the Twitch. I have noticed that Nerd or Die and Streamlabs and the people that sell overlays have been selling a lot of just chatting overlays. So it makes sense. But now I'm going to go be nosy. Now I will be nosy. That is good. Thank you for that insights. We'll go check it out. Now, you know what? I can multi-stream now. So maybe that's what we'll do. Tuesday and Saturday, we'll try multi-streaming into the Twitch first. Haven't done that in a minute. We'll see what's happening there. All right, gang. I will see you guys Tuesday. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, things, problem that you need agitated and saluted, drop them in the comments below. Of course, you guys all know how to reach out to me, and we do lots of fun stuff in the Discord. And yeah, that's it. Can't wait to hit the road. Can't wait to come and see Rich. And then I will see Drop Squad members. I will see you in class coming up soon. If you like this content creating stuff and this is really about your life and you're trying to be around a bunch of like-minded creators and learn to grow your life, you want to check out the Drop Squad, right? You get to hang out with cool people like these cats over here in the Discord. And I don't know who's spiraling the dots over here. It's Dina. I thought it said DJ Silver Lining Home Plate, but it says D Silver Lining Home Plate. Anyway, we meet in the Discord every Saturday, and we have, lengthy conversations about ancient Mesopotamian underwater basket weaving and all things creator oriented like such. And yeah, it's a good time, and we learn a bunch of things, so it's fun. And Josh, thank you for being a celebrity coming through. Matt's all right, but Josh, you're the man. Sorry, Matt. I'm joking. This is great. I really appreciate you guys. It's been a lot of fun. And I will see you guys on Tuesday. Let's play some outro.
City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City